You're looking at one of the best 1/6 scale rigs you can buy, and here's the reasons why. First off, the price, $330 for a 1/6 scale rig that not only looks fantastic, it can actually crawl as well. Next thing is obviously this fantastic hard body and all the scale details. You've got that full scale interior, which includes fabric seats on the front and the back. You've really nice scale details on the dashboard with all the different decals and things like that. Gear sticks, your steering wheel. You've got your jerry can and your spare wheel on the back. You've actually got an opening bonnet with a scale engine bay in there as well. You've got your spade, you've got your axe on the outside, your windscreen wipers and your mirrors. So yeah, absolutely packed full of scale details, this thing. If you're into scale kind of realism, you know, you can't get much better than this, to be quite honest. And obviously it doesn't come with a figure, I just added that in because I've already ran the rig, as you can probably tell, as it's all kind of covered in mud and dirt. If you're new to the channel, then you know we like to get our rigs muddy on this channel. In terms of a figure, a 1/6 scale figure will fit really nicely, or like 12-inch. For its size and its price, the chassis and the electronics that come with it are actually pretty decent as well. Now, it doesn't have leaf springs like the 12 scale version. It actually has big bore oil-filled shocks, and you get some pretty decent flex out of the box, you know, which is not bad. And I know you can make some minor modifications to tune the suspension to make it even better. To get to the chassis and everything underneath, you've got 2 body clips on the back underneath, and then you just lift the body up and it's hinged on the front. Underneath you've got your battery tray, which you can actually fit a decent sized battery in this, which I was really happy about. I actually managed to fit a 5000 milliamp hour 3S LiPo in there, which is really, really good. You've got a 550 35 turn motor. You've actually got a waterproof 4-channel receiver, and then you've actually got a Hobbywing 1060 ESC, which is also waterproof as well, and a waterproof power switch with an XT60 connector. Chassis, you've got steel chassis rails, nice chunky chassis on these, which gives you a nice bit of low down weight, and obviously it's nice and sturdy. Nice big drive shafts, really chunky and thick suspension links. You've got a 3-link on the front and a 4-link on the rear. Now the shocks are these big chunky big bore oil filled shocks. They are adjustable, so you can change the preload on the spring. They are a little bit stiff sometimes, but you know, I was really surprised when I was actually on the trail, you know, how much flex this rig actually had. Including in the box, you get your instruction manual. You also get your 4-channel transmitter. You know, nice little transmitter, you know, nice and easy to use, nice and responsive. It's got your usual things on there, like, you know, steering trim, throttle trim, dual rate, etc, etc. You've also got your LED lights on the front as well. There's none on the rear, it's just the 2 lights on the front and then the anti-aircraft light on the side as well. I'm not quite sure what the rating of the steering servo is. It is a little bit slow, but, you know, it's got plenty of power. And if you turn the dual rate all the way up, then you do get a nice bit of steering angle as well out of the box. And you can see the steering wheel is servo operated as well. So as you turn your wheels, your steering servo turns as well, which is really, really cool. I absolutely love this thing. I've wanted one of these ever since I first saw one, I think on Hoons RC, with some like awesome scale running, doing like group trail runs, and I was just like, oh, I need one of those in my life. They just look amazing. So yeah, I'm super chuffed to have one now. Massive shout out to HobbyZone and FMS for sending this over to me. I'll put a link in the description to where you can buy yours from HobbyZone. I'll also put a link to where you could get it from, say, A-Main Hobbies in the US as well. Now for size comparison, that's the 1/12 scale ROCHobby Willys Jeep, which is another awesome bit of kit. But look at the size difference between the two. That's your 1/12 and that's your 1/6. The 1/6 is massive. I think for $330, this thing is so worth it, and I can't wait to get stuck into it, get some accessories on there, maybe get a couple more figures in there, and I want to do some kind of changes to it as well, because I really want to make this like a really capable crawler, but still be like super scale. So let's check out the running footage and the trail test so you can see actually how it performs. That's looking really cool in the daylight. So I've got a 3S 5000 milliamp hour battery in there, so should have plenty of wheel speed. So let's try out our trail speed first, and then we'll see what it's like in some obstacles. Let's see how it manages the little kind of flex obstacle we got over the logs. The ground clearance on that bumper is going to be an issue. That's the one thing I have noticed about this thing, is the slipper clutch seems very, very loose. So like there, that when you get stuck on something, that's just all the slipper, that is. Oh, we stuffed up our line. Oh well, we still made it across. Oh, lovely suspension movement there. I do really like that suspension movement. Real nice little bit of flex there. I think it's waterproof. Of course, we've got to try the root test, so this thing should clear it, obviously with being a 6th scale, but yeah, a slipper clutch might be an issue for us maybe. There you go, look, straight away, slipper clutch, no movement. Nice, made it. So I very much doubt we're going to get up here because of the slipper clutch and obviously these scaler tyres, but you know, we've got to give it a try. I'm going to not try too hard because I don't want to smash this thing to pieces before I've had any more fun with it, but yeah, let's give this little bank climb a try. See those kind of scale tyres are just kind of slipping, and then there's our slipper clutch gone again. Got no drive. Yeah, it's just main floor, I would say, on this thing. Oh, teetering on the edge there, tipping over. The driver looks like he's dead. Let's see if we can do a slightly lesser bank. Got slipper again. Got to run up. Nice. We've actually had dry weather all week here in Wales, which is unusual, but we've still got a little bit of mud left over, not as sloppy as it normally is. Let's give the Willys Jeep its first taste of some mud, shall we? See, that slipper clutch is playing up again. There we go, made it through. Oh, I love this thing so much. Just cleaned it in the stream, so let's take it through some mud again. Oh, this one's thicker. I don't think it's going to make it through this with that slipper clutch. No, I think we might be stuck. Definitely need to sort that slipper clutch out, that's just annoying. I do really like that suspension movement, and to be fair, with it being so heavy, the slow speed control isn't actually too bad, considering I got 3S as well. And that is just, look at that, it looks so good. Yay! Made it through. This thing is just so cool. I absolutely love this thing. I am super chuffed I got it. Massive shout out to Hobby Zone for sending it over to me, obviously in partnership with FMS. You know, this thing is just awesome. It's everything I thought it was going to be. It's a shame about that slipper clutch slipping all the time, you know, making it a bit difficult, but, you know, it should be an easy fix. This thing, I think, has got huge potential. With some upgrades, I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm planning on getting this all upgraded so I can take it to some of the events this year, so see if I can get it done for the UK Scale Nationals, otherwise get it done for like Southern Scale Trail. If you want to see it with loads of upgrades, stay tuned to the channel and make sure you subscribe. What I'm really hoping as well with this is that with a few simple upgrades, it'll be a really good performer and super scale for a fraction of the price of something like an SCX6. You know, what, $360 or something for this, compared to $1,000 for an SCX6. And I'm already liking the way it's performing. I think with some shock changes, better wheels and tyres, and sort out that slipper clutch, you know, this thing is going to be awesome. And, you know, it looks amazing as well. I mean, if you're into scale, you can't get much more scale than this, can you, to be quite honest? Plus, first run, we got a bit of mud on the tyres, so, you know, what more can I ask for? Drop me a comment if you've got any questions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.